Hi girls, let us revise this third short story from our syllabus, A Snake in the Grass, written by R.K. Narayan. This particular short story is set in, again, old India. So please imagine that it is old India. And here the story opens with a cyclist coming in front of a particular bungalow, ringing the bell of his cycle and informing the family that's living in the bungalow that he saw a cobra, a snake, cross his wheel and go inside the compound of the bungalow. Please remember that the snake is going inside the compound, okay, inside the garden and not inside the house. So as soon as he says this piece of information, the cyclist leaves. In the house, there is a mother and her 4 sons, and they have a servant whose name is Dasa. We do not know whether his actual name is Dasa or he is called Dasa because he is a servant. But as far as the story goes, his name is Dasa. Okay, and Dasa is sleeping in the shed. Like I said again, because it's old India, this is afternoon time, and after the lunch the family sleeps. So this is usual. So here the family was sleeping and Dasa was also sleeping, but they got up and they are all panicked, but Dasa is still very cool and he is still trying to ignore the family and he wants to go back to sleep. But then he is scolded and reprimanded and he is brought to look for the snake. And Dasa is blaming the family in turn, and he says that he has been asking for a grass cutter all these days, but they never got him one. And again they are talking about the price of metal because of the war. Okay, and they are not really willing to get Dasa what he wants. So on one side we have Dasa, who is quite lazy, and on the other side we have the family, the mother especially, who is a little stingy. As the story progresses, we'll see that. And out of those 4 sons that the mother has, there is a college going son who is talking about the statistics of people dying because of snake bites. So he says every 20 minutes one person dies. So he's calculating and he says every 20 minutes one person is dying, and this actually makes mother panic a little more. And everybody, the neighbors also come in, like again old India, so the neighbors are very much there as a part of family, and they also come in, and everybody is looking for the snake. So they are using sticks and sickles and they are cutting down every bush and everything that is there in the garden, weeds and everything, and the garden is bare, but the snake is still not to be found. So as this is happening, we have an old beggar woman who is coming and begging at the gate. So mother is coming and she's giving an excuse to the beggar, saying that there's a snake and they are looking for the snake, and she doesn't have time to give her anything. As soon as the mother says this, the beggar woman says, do not kill the snake because it is God Subramania himself who has come to bless your house. As soon as the beggar woman says this, mother gets very happy and she remembers the forgotten Abhishekam that she had promised to make. So here again, this forgotten Abhishekam shows that mother is a little stingy. Again, she did not even give anything to the beggar in the first place. And then she brings a coin and gives it to the beggar woman because the beggar woman says that it is God Subramania. And the beggar woman gets the coin and she says she will send a snake charmer to the house. So saying so, she leaves, and here the men are still looking for the snake. So the beggar woman goes, and next the snake charmer comes. The snake charmer is coming and asking the people there to show him the snake. The people are asking him how will he find the snake, and he says he will not find the snake, he will catch the snake if it is there and right in front of him, but he can't actually find the snake for them. So saying so, he gives his name and address and leaves, and he's asking the people to call him as soon as they see the snake. By calling, here we do not mean phone call or send phone call. Okay, this means sending a person and calling this snake charmer. Okay, because old India, no phones, so please do not say that the snake charmer gave his phone number. Okay, he is giving only his name and his address, and he is leaving. Now the entire garden is free of all bushes and creepers and weeds, and it is very bright. The house also has become very bright because all the grass is cut, and it is 5 in the evening. So everybody who was there cutting all the grass and everything, they are very tired now, and they come back and they are taking a rest and discussing on saving themselves from snake bites and from such occasions. As they are talking, Dasa is coming and he is bringing a water pot, and the water pot is closed with a piece of stone. So he has closed the water pot with a piece of stone, and he is coming and saying, declaring that he has caught the snake inside the pot. As soon as he says this, all the people gathered around are surprised and happy, and mother also wants to give him something in reward for the courageous act that he has done of catching the snake. He says he is going to leave the snake with the snake charmer, and he leaves. As soon as he leaves, another snake, or we do not know whether it's just one snake, okay, a snake is coming out from a hole in the compound itself. Like the youngest son is showing this snake to everybody, and the snake is slowly crawling, slithering out of the gate, and it disappears. So here the family does not know whether there were two snakes or whether there was only one snake, and Dasa was lying. So with this question and with this mystery, the story gets over. So we do not know whether the snake that is referred to is actually the cobra, or people like Dasa who try and lie and cheat and deceive people.